Hey, Stampin' friends. It is Wednesday. Hopefully, some of you guys are on and able to join me today. Come on in, say hello, give me a like or a love. Let me know that you're on. I was having some connection issues. Of course, that's just what I need today, connection issues, right? So, we're going to chat a little bit till I at least see if somebody does pop on here and say hello so that I know this is working. Actually, it was an issue with the company that I used to stream with was giving me some warnings. So if you're on, come on in, give me a like or a love. It is Wednesday at noon Eastern time here in Pennsylvania, and we are going to do some stamping with my While I'm Away class. I need to roll through pretty quickly because I realize that my battery is low, and I also have an appointment. Lots of you guys know that many of the demonstrators are getting ready to head out to Norway for our incentive trip. And so I am leaving tomorrow. So I am trying to get all the things tied up today. Nice little bow so that I can head out on my trip. You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if Facebook is not streaming this. So hello, Hilda. Thank you so much for joining me. I had trouble with Facebook. That was actually the thing I was having an issue with. So let me hold on one sec and let me see if I can get this up and running. Okay, looks like things are working okay. So we're gonna roll through here and get moving because, like I said, my battery's low and I have an appointment. So hey, Dawn, thanks for coming and joining us. So this is called my While I'm Away class. So it is open now and it is featuring Beautifully Happy and the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. So this is just a special offer. It is a limited time offer only and while supplies last, because many of you may remember that this designer series paper was part of Celebration. It was a big mega 12 by 12 pack. I have it cut down here just because it's easier to see on the video, but it was such a gorgeous, fun, bright, happy pack of paper. And it was a mega pack. That was a free offer with $100 purchase during Celebration. So was the Beautifully Happy. Purchase $100 in product and you could choose the Beautifully Happy for free. So what I'm doing is creating a class focusing on these two, and you're going to get the stamp set for free. And you'll have a sample pack of the designer series paper. So pretty cool. But like I said, it is while supplies last. I only have a select number of stamp sets. And the last time I looked, I think I might have 10 stamp sets left. So you want to act now. Do not wait on this. If you already have the stamp set, you can absolutely take this class, and it is a value class. It is only $25. It's going to be a 10 card class. You will get a PDF tutorial so that you know how to cut your paper. You'll get a roll of our glitter organdy ribbon. You're going to get a pack of gems, and then you can add on this stamp set. So keep in mind, if you want the class, you have to add the stamp set. The stamp set is not included because I knew some of you may already have it. So, hey, Jan, hey, Betty, hello from across the country. And then you're going to get that sample pack of designer series paper. So pretty cool offer, but only while I'm away and only while supplies last. So I will have the link in the description of this video. It has already been emailed out and it is posted in my social media as well so that you can get more details. Quick reminder, the entire month of May, when you have a $50 purchase, I am giving away free gems. Free gems. Everybody loves free gems. So in order to take advantage, all you need to do is pop in to my online store. And here is the code that you need to use. Very important that you have to use that special code when you're placing your order. So if your order is $150 or more, don't use that code, okay? Because we're going to offer you something special. But $50 order is going to get you, excuse me, I still got the crud. I feel fine. It's been, oh my God, 3.5 weeks now. But I'm still taking medicine. I think it's just allergies are so bad this year. But I'm taking lots of stuff and hopefully no issues on the plane, right? That's my big fear tomorrow, is that long flight and having, being stuffy and all that good stuff. So anyway, like I mentioned, $50, you'll get free gems. Keep in mind, if you are online ordering, this is my special, not Stampin' Up, so they will not give you free gems. They're going to come from me at the end of the month. All right, my friends, let's get crack-a-lackin' before this battery dies. So my friend Connie and I are offering the same class. So you may have already seen her video this morning. And she may have had a special attendee at her class if you guys were on with Connie this morning, because she's got grandkids with her and because she has a new grandbaby. So thankfully that baby decided to come before we all headed out of the country. And what I'm going to do today is only show you a couple of the projects, because I was being so proactive that I sent stuff with my helpers. I have two princesses that help the queen, Patty and Becky. And so I farmed out stuff to them so that they could get cutting and ready for when I get back. And then I realized I gave them my dies. And I was like, oh, I can't show you this class because I don't have the supplies I need to do the die cutting. The princesses have them. So we're going to make do with what we have. And then I'm going to show you the cards that are in the class. So we're going to start off here with this little fun fold card using that gorgeous designer series paper and some Calypso coral. So we take that Calypso coral piece, that 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to cut off 1 1/4 inch on this side. Okay, so you're just going to trim that off. I folded it in half and then I just cut off 1 1/4. And you can use this for something else then. And so we're going to layer our designer series paper on here. And it looks like I don't have any ribbon. Let me find my ribbon. Hold on. This is that gorgeous organdy ribbon. And some of you guys may be thinking, hey, I think that is not in the catalog this year. And hey, you are correct. So this ribbon actually became a online exclusive. So we kept the ribbon, but you can only find it online, but we do still have it. So yay for that, because this is such a great ribbon that just goes with everything, and it has that little bit of pretty sparkle in there. I'm not feeling too bad, Betty. I think I'm good. I've been taking lots of meds to keep things open, and they're not cracking and popping as much as they had been. So, and when I went to the doctor, she said, it's just fluid in there. It's not infection, just fluid. Probably a little remnant from when you had your infection, a bronchitis and all that good stuff, and allergies. So just so much fun this time of year, right? Okay, so now we have that little peekaboo is going to come here because we cut that bit off. So we've got our piece of white here and another piece of that pretty designer series paper. So we're going to peekaboo that on the side. And all the dimensions and everything will be in that PDF. Of course, if you guys just want the PDF, I've got that too. Some folks are like, I've got the stamps, I've got the ink, I've got everything I need. So let me just have the PDF. And I do have that available. Trim that down just a smidge. Hey, Susie Snow, are you back in town? There we go. All right, so there's our project. I actually cut that 1 inch, but you'll see in your PDF, you might want to do the 1 1/4 so you don't have the white show through. So being a little bit longer, then you don't have the white, but your choice either way. So now we've got this, and we're going to stamp, excuse my reach, this big old circle here. And we're going to start off with Memento Black and do our sentiment. So these sentiments actually come in the stamp. So you're getting stamps, our flowers and sentiments. So that's awesome. And you will need a Memento Black ink pad, basic gray, some sort of dark color to do the outlines of a lot of these flowers. And I'm just going to stamp. I got to kind of angle it a little bit so that it is not causing too much issue with my, let's go down a smidge, with my sentiment, which is why I stamp that first. And then I can angle the flowers. So that way I'm sure that that sentiment shows up. Okay, now we are going to grab some old olive, and this is the leaves. So this is kind of like a build-a-stamp. I just re-inked this, so it might be a little bit darker than what I planned. And that's okay, but I don't want to stamp on my table. So I'm grabbing a piece of scrap paper, and I'll see if we want to stamp off. I think I do. I think since I re-inked that, it's a little bit juicy. So I'm going to stamp that off, and then these leaves are just going to fit right inside. This is like the filler. And so God bless photopolymer, right? Because now we can see really well and get our leaves on there. And we're going to do the same thing with our Calypso. And the same thing, I did re-ink this one, but I think it's okay. All right, so I'm just going to look down through here and start to line up my flowers. Sometimes you have to twist and turn just to make sure that you fit them all in correctly. There we go. There is a teeny, look at the size of this, you guys, itty bitty baby center. So I'm going to darken that center. And then there is also one that has these images, and I'm going to do them in coral as well. But you can change whatever color you feel. But I did, just to make things easy, I just kept them in the same color. You didn't think I'd be here today, Lori. I wouldn't miss that for the world. And I'm not recorded either. I am live right here hanging out with you. I do have a lot to do today. That's what I was saying. I've got some, sugar booger. I'm out of big dimensionals. Let me grab some. Hold, please. I wanted to showcase this card before we left because this is my while I'm away special offer. And my battery's dying. So I have an appointment this afternoon. I have not packed one dang thing, not one dang thing. My husband has me stressed out because I don't know if my phone will work overseas, and he hasn't called the provider yet. So I've got to do that today. But I wanted to make sure I came on and hung out with you for a little bit. I will not be on tomorrow because we are leaving tomorrow for the trip. And then we'll see. If my phone does not work overseas, you won't hear a darn thing from me. It'll be radio silence, right? I just need to know what to do. My phone will work. I just need to know how to go about with the plan and all that good stuff. But he came in today and I was like, you're stressing me out, dude. You are stressing me out. I've got to know how this phone works. Okay. We are gone for 10 days. So I won't be back until we get back late. Well, Aiden and I just found out that our flight was canceled. Leaving the UK, nobody told us anything. Our travel agent didn't know anything about it. And yeah, the flight never said a word. So our flight got canceled. We got bumped to a later flight. So Aiden and I do not leave UK until 7 p.m. We were supposed to leave at 1. So I am a little upset about that, but I'm like, you know what? We're going to do what we do. So there is the finished card. Okay, so you'll have that in your class. Let me make room for another one. Okay, I got to do a little bit of cleaning here. And remember, I'm only going to show you just a couple of the cards. since that battery is having an issue and my dies are all gone. Hanging out with Miss Patty. So here is another card, and we are going to stamp this one on one of the stylish shape squares. So when you stamp this one, you're going to want to do it so that it is at a line, has a, or at an angle. So let's do our sentiment first. I just have this one here because it's here. So we're going to use the same one. You are easy to love. And let's do our black flowers. My flight does not leave until tomorrow evening. But, you know, you have to head out early for all the hoopla. So we don't leave until 6:30 at night. Usually Europe flights are in the afternoons and evenings. Hopefully we will sleep on the plane, but you never know. All right, so now this one is going to be Old Olive for those leaves. But you can use any green that suits you. It looks like the card base itself is going to be Granny Apple, so you could use that. But I have Old Olive here, and all I need is just a little smidge of those two leaves, not much. And then we're going to do Pool Party for the flowers. I also found out today when I went to look at my hotel information that the hotel changed my booking. And so Aiden and I, he does not know this yet, will be sharing a bed in London. I had requested 2 beds and they decided to change me. Didn't tell me or anything, a little surprise. So I'm like, what is happening here? And it's fine. It's a king, so we'll be okay. I will sleep with my baby giraffe, my giant 6'1" son. All right, so here we are. So just remember when you have that square, you're going to stamp it on an angle and add that to your card that way. So I did some gems, then added the little ribbon, some embossing. Now, when you get the class, I do not do embossing for you. So you will choose your own embossing folder. That was a request that I had from folks when they were getting the classes, is like, I don't have this one and I want to use it in a class, or I want to teach my friends. So I'm like, that's fine. Use whatever embossing folder you have and whatever you love. So this one happens to be the Cane Weave or Cane 3D. All right, so that's one of the cards. And then we're going to do our final card here, which is a little bit of paper piecing. Okay, so pretty, isn't it? Fresh freesia and petal pink, and then there's a little bit of seafoam there. So we're going to start off again with that scalloped contours, right? Scallop contour, scallop. Oh my, we almost had a tragedy. My ink pad could have landed upside down. That would have been terrible. Terrible, I tell ya. All right, so we're going to just stamp our pretty flowers right here on that stitched. All these die cut pieces will be done for you. And don't forget, it's 5 cards, but you're getting 2 of every card. So you can keep one and send one. Oh, we need to do it again. So now you're going to take, and really just focusing on the flowers. So don't worry if you have some of the leaves or not the whole stem or whatever. And will it fit? Will they all fit on there? Nope. I'm going to use a bigger piece. And we are just going to stamp those flowers right on a piece of designer series paper. So you can see that cool pattern shows through the flowers. It's so neat, isn't it? Next step is I did save a little bit of time. This was my personal thought, but if you have the ink and you don't have a freesia blend, that's okay. Just use your ink like we did on the other two cards. But I'm doing a little bit of fresh freesia here on these, I don't know, balls, I guess they are, right? Bulbs, balls, bulbs, I don't know, blooms. How about that? On the blooms. All right, and then I have some granny apple to do the leaves. But again, you can totally use your inks because they will work. Okay, and then I would color in the big ones here as well. I'm going to come back and do that later. But because I wanted to make sure you saw the main part is that we are going to fussy cut those flowers out of that designer series paper. And I did all of them, so I'll show you the sample here in a minute. And then you're going to piece them back together. And this just makes such a fun look. It's super fun to do with like clothing. You know, you can give people patterned clothing or animals if they tend to have some clothes on. I'm going to get rid of that piece and just keep cutting here. All righty. Did you guys get this stamp set during celebration? I know probably a lot of you did. It was a good one. I was collecting because I was like, oh, that's going to be such a fun class. All right, almost done. So the trick is having really good scissors when you're doing this, right? And I love our snips. All right, next thing you're going to do is take some of that seal or whatever adhesive you choose to use and line it back up on the piece that you just cut. And that is what it will look like. Super pretty. So here it is finished. And I did 4 flowers. And then I just did the dye or blends. All right, so let me show you the rest of the cards before my battery completely dies here. All right, we've got 2 more cards. So we had that one. And then there is another fun fold. Okay, this one is sending happy thoughts for a very happy birthday. We have the Balmy Blue and Coastal Cabana. And then the Calypso Coral, Granny Apple, and Cabana. So all 5 of those cards, 2 of each are included, plus your designer series paper and your glitter ribbon and some gems, but yours will look so much better than mine because they are well loved. These are the iridescent pastel gems. They're going to be in your kit as well. And then you can add on during registration, you can add on this stamp set for free. Just keep in mind, I only have a select number. So once they're gone, they're gone. So if you are wanting the stamp set, it's totally, totally free. The class is only $25. All right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. You can find the link to this class in the description of the video. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and subscribe to me on YouTube because I'm here Mondays at 7 p.m. and Wednesdays at noon Eastern time. All right, my friends, thank you so much. I will see you on the flip side. I will not be on for the next 10 days. I hopefully can touch base with you and maybe share some photos of our amazing adventure, but we'll see how things go. All right, bye, God. Oh my goodness. All right, my friends. Bye, everybody. Love you guys.